If you're thinking about using Klap to turn your long-form videos into short clips, this walkthrough covers everything you need. I'll show you how to get set up, pick the right plan for your needs, and actually use the platform in a way that saves you time, especially if you're a content creator trying to stay consistent on TikTok, Reels, or YouTube Shorts. So by the end of this, you'll know exactly what Klap can do and whether it's worth adding to your workflow. All right, so first is that you want to go here into the website of Klap.App. And if you don't know what Klap is that it's an AI powered tool that automatically turns your long form videos into short, engaging clips optimized for social media. It analyzes your content, detects highlights, and edits them into shareable formats with subtitles and transitions. It's perfect for creators who want to repurpose podcasts, YouTube videos, or webinars without spending hours editing. Now let's go back here at the top, and from here, let's now set up our account. So you can click here on login if you already have an account, or if not, you can click here on get started to also get a free trial. And since I am already logged in, I'll just be proceeding here into the dashboard. This is where you'll be redirected once you're logged in. And as you can see, to use Klap is very straightforward. All you have to do is drop in a YouTube link. So for example, I'm going to be pasting this link from Alex Hormozy. And from here, we now have this first option. So we could create a short from the link or video or file that we have uploaded. We could also create captions for that. We could reframe it if we'd want to, so that we'd be able to fit that into Reels. And we could also go for dubbing if you would like to change the audio into a different language. And then you could go for trim. So yeah, these are your options right here that you could do here in Klap. So as for this video, we'll just be going for the most famous one, which is the shorts. So we'll be dissecting these videos into highlights, into a couple of shorts, so that it will be digestible, and then we could post all of that short form content into Reels. Next is that we have the presets. So depending on which one you've chosen right here, you would have different options, by the way, as you can see. But as for the shorts, these are the options that you will get. So just feel free to explore the options right here. Anyway, they are so direct and easy to use. You don't need any special explanations, as I'll guide you through right here. Here in the presets is that this is the preset for the subtitles or the captions. So in my case, I just want something professional, so I don't want emojis. And I think this one right here fits best. So I'm going to select that. And the only thing that I don't like right here is that it's too small. I'm not able to see that clearly. Anyways, we are done with that. And as you choose your preset, your options in here or settings will also change, by the way. So as you can see here in the preset that I have chosen, it doesn't have an emoji. So when I click on it, as you can see, the emojis will now be toggled off. But still doesn't mean that you can change these options. If you want to, you can change that. Like for example, you would want to reframe the dimension. So let's say that I would want it to be a landscape one, and then you can change that definitely. But as for me, I'm now satisfied with this one actually. And just to explain is that here in the duration is where you could select your optimization for YouTube Shorts, TikTok, Instagram Reels, and many more, like those portrait social media platforms. And then you have the language. And then the reframe here is for the aspect ratio, so that it could fit into any aspect ratio if you don't want. Then you can just toggle it on or toggle it off if you don't want to. As you can see, we won't have this option anymore. And we have the hook. So basically, you'll be using the AI to put a text in the video to hook the audience. And then you have the captions in here. So of course, we'll be generating engaging captions as we have chosen our presets right here. And I think that's good. It's very direct and very easy. So now let's click here on generate shorts and let's see what Klap has in store for us. And as you can see right here, it is now currently loading and processing it. So all we have to do now is wait for it, and let's see the result if it's really any good. All right, it is now done processing and the results are up. So now let's click here on this video. When you go back here into the dashboard, you should see it right here on every video that you have worked on right here in Klap. And in here, it has generated a total of 12 shorts for us. And then now we can see the title on each video and then the duration of each video. And then you have the virality score depending on how strong this topic is for going viral. And you have some description about it right here. And of course, this is judged by AI. And in the transcript, we also have that. And we could preview it right here. So let's play one of them. So I'm now going to play it.
So the third problem that we encountered was he had an hourly billing trap, right? He was billing actually was underpricing the result. And so they're like, holy cow, that's way bigger. Now remember, he had plenty of sales.
So yeah, I think overall it's pretty good. The subtitles is on point and it has selected the topics quite well. So now the next thing that we are going to do is that we have the edit button right here. So if you would like to edit the video, like there's something that you didn't like, then you can click here on edit, and then you'll be proceeding into the editor page of Klap. So now in here is that you will now be able to change the preset for the subtitles if you don't want to. Like for example, I would want to go for this one now. And as you can see, it has automatically changed that right here. So now let's play the video and see if we have changed the captions for all parts. And as you can see, there is now a change subtitle right there, but I just muted the video just so that it won't interrupt with the audio. And the only thing I don't like is that, again, it has some emojis, as you can see right there. So I would want to turn that off, and it should be somewhere in here at the bottom, which is right here. So I'm just gonna turn that off, and as you can see, it is now removed. So yeah, basically just like the settings that we have earlier. But as for this one, we now have more options. As you can see, we now have the position, the safe area, and then the typography. We can now change the font if we want to. And then the highlights, as you can see, it is using blue. I can go for yellow, and let's see what happens. And as you can see, it's not applicable for this style actually because it is changing the highlights. As you can see, it is changing constantly, so it's not working for this one. Next thing that I want to show you is that you could also put in a watermark in here, like for the overlay. If you don't want to watermark your video, you have intro title now, and then many more like the highlights in here. You could also change that if you'd want to. Next is that we will now be going here into the other tabs. Like for example, we would want to go into captions. So this is basically what we have decided earlier when we pasted the link. If you remember, we have the menu there that we could change if we go for captions, crop, trim, and many more, right? So this is where you could also do it, by the way, here in the editor. So if you just want to change the captions, this is where you can do that. You can edit if there is some wrong spellings, like for example here. I would want to say gonna customize this into the third right there. So as you can see, I have now customized the captions right here. And now what if you would want to trim? Then you could just go here into the trim tab right here. And then this is where you'd be able to trim. And then when you highlight a specific part of the video, you have the remove right here. You can remove this part of the video, or you could also add it as a new clip, and then you could insert it somewhere where you'd like. And next is that we have the crop. So this is where you would be able to fix the positioning of when the AI has cropped the videos. Like for example, I would want it to be this one. I would want the head of the subject to be centered. So it will now be changed just like that. So it's really, really easy. And now that's how it looks like. And we can just go here into media now. And now here into, we can see that we can upload a media right here, or we could explore the library to be added here, but we don't have anything because I haven't uploaded yet. And yeah, basically this is it for the basics here in the video. And don't forget, this is also very important that you have the undo and redo button right here in case you did something wrong and you'd like to undo or redo it. So yeah, this is basically it. And then once you're done, you can now click here on export. And then you could now publish this if you would want to schedule this post on a social media platform, or you could download this as an HD file. So yeah, that's it. You will now have exported this after that. But as for me, since I'm only in a free trial, I wouldn't be able to download this just yet because I have run out of credits or downloads available already. All right, so now let's go back. And then Once you go back in here, it will automatically be saved. As you can see, it is now in a different format. But as for the remaining videos, it's still the same. So you would have to edit this one by one if you would want to look to make it look like this for all the other videos right here. So that's the only thing right here. That is why you would have to get it right the first time in the settings that you have set. So make sure that you get that right so that you won't have to do this for all the videos right here. And again, you have the download button and the schedule button or the publish. And that is why we have the calendar right here so that we could see when the video is getting published in here. So you could automatically do that here in Klap. And now lastly, let's go into the pricing plans, because if you'd want to use Klap for your real projects, then you would need a paid plan because the free plan simply just won't cut it. So you want to go here into your profile icon on the top, right? Go into usage. And now from here, you'd be able to see that I have used all the usage for the videos right here on my free plan. So I just need to upgrade. So to do that, we can click here on the upgrade button here on the top right to go into the pricing plan. And here we would now be able to see that they offer the monthly and yearly plan. Now, if you would want to maximize the discount, is that I suggest you go for the yearly plan. In this way, you would save $190, which is a lot already. Compared to when you go monthly, as you can see, the price would increase. But this is also good if you just want to try it out for a month. Now, let's discuss the plans right here for each one on which one you should get. So first is that we have the standard Klap. So for this one right here is that you get 10 videos per month for uploading, and then you would get a video length of up to 45 minutes each, clip generation up to 100 AI generated clips per month. And then we have the HD download. This is up to 1080p already. So this is actually really great already for beginners that's trying to upload content into social media platforms. So this plan is already perfect if you're just starting out as a solo creator or podcaster and want to test the waters with short form content. It's especially useful if you don't post a lot or only need a few highlights per video. Honestly, for this standard plan, it's, I think, pretty good already, just enough to see how Klap fits into your workflow before upgrading if you need to. Next is that we have the Klap Pro. So here in the uploads, you get 30 videos per month, and the video length up to 2 hours. Generations is 300 clips per month, and then 4K downloads. So that is a massive jump in quality. And then the translation to 29 language for AI dubbing. So I think this one is ideal if you are going to use AI dubbing mainly. So this is for the content creators who upload weekly or even multiple times per week, especially if your content tends to be longer, like interviews, webinars, or video podcasts. The jump to 4K download is huge if you are posting on TikTok or YouTube Shorts, where crisp quality matters. And the AI dubbing is a smart bonus if you are building an international audience. You can repurpose content in multiple languages with almost no effort. And then next is that we have the Klap Pro Plus. So as for this one, you would get now 100 videos per month and then 3 hours long videos. And then you could generate 1000 clips, 4K downloads, and then AI dubbing again. So basically the same thing. It's just that you now have more capacity. So this plan is made for agencies, content repurposing teams, or creators with massive content libraries. If you're running multiple channels or cutting up long webinars, courses, or live streams into dozens of reels, this is where bulk capacity really shines. The 1000 clip limit gives you room to experiment and batch produce content at scale, while keeping everything in high quality and multilingual. So yeah, that is basically it for this video for my full walkthrough on Klap.App on how you could use it and everything you need to know. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.